I know it's time for the no half-step in hockey coverage, so let me get to the goods. It's time for operation number 715 for the Renegades of Puck. That's right, show number 715. And at this moment in hockey history, Nashville Predators currently find themselves in 5th place in the Central Division, 51 games skated, a record overall of 25-20-6, 56 points. They have a home record of 14-9-3, and that's where their next game will take place. They've scored 142 goals in the season. They've given up 151 against. They have a goal differential of -9. Now, before we talk about the Nashville Predators' next matchup, let's update you on the Central Division standings as of the end of tonight's play. Dallas Stars still sit in first place with 70 points. The Winnipeg Jets have 67 points. The Minnesota Wild are in third place. They picked up 1 point tonight. They now have 61 points on the season, are 5 points ahead of the Nashville Predators. Colorado Avalanche idle tonight, 60 points. They are still 4 points ahead of the Nashville Predators, and the Preds at 56. St. Louis at 51 in 6th place. Arizona and Chicago bringing up the bottom of the Central Division. Now, I mentioned the Nashville Predators' next game is coming up at home. Well, it's walking into a buzzsaw. It's the Boston Bruins. The Bruins are 39-8-5 on the season. They have 83 points, and that is first in the NHL. Forget about their division. They are first overall in the league. 17-6-2 on the road, and they have a +80 goal differential. This entire season has been about the Boston Bruins, but if we take a look at their most recent stretch of just 5 games, the Boston Bruins have been vulnerable, but just recently. On the 26th of January, it's a 3-2 loss at Tampa Bay. On the 28th, it was a 4-3 overtime loss at Florida. On the 29th, a 4-1 loss at Carolina, and then a 2-1 on 2-1, a 5-2 victory at Toronto. Then the All-Star break came, and when Boston came out of the All-Star break, they came out of it with a 2-1 loss versus Washington. So the only point in the season that the Boston Bruins have seemed vulnerable in any way is right now. When I go over their league rankings and statistical metrics in every category, you'll understand just how good they have been this entire season. Now, Boston will play in Dallas on Valentine's Day, so the Preds will get a chance to sit at home and scout the Boston Bruins, and they better not be spending too much time having fun. They better be scouting this Boston Bruins team. Don't know if it's going to help them too much, but they better be putting the damn work in after what we saw tonight. These two teams will play one more time, and it will be the Preds going into Boston on March the 28th. For the Nashville Predators, once they go into the buzzsaw known as the Boston Bruins, Saturday they'll welcome in the Florida Panthers. Sunday they'll be in Minnesota for a big-time Central Division matchup. Tuesday, Vancouver Canucks come to Bridgestone Arena. On the 23rd of February, the Preds will be in San Jose. On the 26th, they'll be in Arizona to face off against the Coyotes for one of 2 trips out to the desert remaining on the schedule. Injuries becoming a bit of a problem for the Nashville Predators. Philip Forsberg listed as day-to-day, but anybody who saw the hit and the collision and the way Philip Forsberg left the game the other night in Philadelphia, I'm wondering if it's really, truly day-to-day. We'll find out here soon enough. Carrier, another 1 week, maybe 2 weeks at the most, but he's getting very close to returning, is what we've been told by the broadcast. And Borowiecki is still on injured reserve, no timetable for his return. Now, let's take a look at the matchup between these two teams, and this is very much a David versus Goliath matchup, and unfortunately in this situation my analysis is not going to give David any opportunity for the victory. The Boston Bruins are second overall in goals for 3.67 per game, while the Nashville Predators are scoring 2.75 per game. That's 26th in the NHL. In the goals against category, Boston is only giving up 2.12 per game. That is best overall in the NHL, while the Nashville Predators giving up 2.94 per game. That is 14th in the NHL. In the shots for category, the Predators are 19th, 31 on net per game, while the Bruins are 6th overall in the league, 33.3 per game on net. Shots given up and shots against, 33.9 for the Preds is 28th. Shots against for the Bruins, 29.2 per game, is 7th best in the NHL. Special teams, the Boston Bruins definitely are in a better situation than the Nashville Predators on the power play. The Preds' 16.5% conversion rate is 28th in the NHL. They have scored 23 out of 164 opportunities on the season. Now, the Boston Bruins, 24.6% conversion rate, which means basically 1 out of 4, 6th best in the league, 44 out of 179 opportunities on the season. Now, on the penalty penalty kill. The Nashville Predators 80.2% kill rate, 16th in the league, 34 power play goals against. But then you look at the Boston Bruins, 86.6% kill rate. That's best overall in the NHL. 26 power play goals against at this point in the season. Individual statistics, we will talk about the visiting team, the Boston Bruins. Will go down the top 5 individual scorers in stats for the Bruins. Pastrnak, 38 goals in the season, 34 assists, 72 points. Marchand, 16 goals, 30 assists, and 46 points. Krejci is 12 and 30 for 42. Bergeron, 18 goals, 20 assists for 38 points. And Zacha, 11 and 24 for 35. And Linus Ullmark is putting up one incredible season. Right now, he is absolutely the leader for the Vezina Trophy on the season. 26, 4-1, a .937 save percentage, and a 1.90 goals against average. The Boston Bruins simply just putting up one incredible regular season. Now, for the Nashville Predators, when it comes to stats, the captain Roman Josi now leads the team in scoring, with Philip Forsberg being out injured. 13 goals and 31 assists on the season, 44 points overall. Philip Forsberg is out injured, but still leads the team in total goals with 19, 23 assists, 42 points, is second on the team. Matt Duchene is also tied with 42 points, the breakdown of 16 goals, 26 assists. Mikhail Granlund's at 6 and 23 for 29. Ryan Johansson, 11 goals and 15 assists for 26 points on the season. UC Saros has a record of 20, 14, and 5 at .919 save percentage, a 2.76 goals against average. And Nashville Predators are walking into a buzzsaw, and it is known as the Boston Bruins. They are not bringing the post-Valentine's Day love. They are coming here looking to right their ship, because the Bruins, for the first time this season, actually look like an ordinary NHL hockey team, not like the extraordinary version that the Bruins had been up until right about January 26th. That gets you all set up for the Preds versus the Bruins at Bridgestone Arena. Let's go back and take a look at what happened between the Nashville Predators and the Arizona Coyotes. It's the Reverse Sports Full Game Recap, and it's coming up next.